This is a video to demonstrate how the golf clubs I received last week from a seller off of eBay are counterfeit. They came in a shipment from China. I guess first we can start with the golf bag itself. Not that I was concerned about the golf bag, but just the coloring and the marking and the quality does not seem to be quite up to what a tailor-made bag should be. Also, there's 3 head covers that were included. Here's a picture of one of them. It's from the feel, the texture of it, it's just sort of a cheap material that you'd find in a cheap plush toy, typically manufactured in China, and not something that TaylorMade would actually put their name on. And also, interestingly enough, I got a golf hat, a Callaway golf hat with my TaylorMade clubs. So if we look at the clubs themselves, here's a driver, and as we can see, the thing that strikes me the most is that you can see here the movement technology that's supposed to be on the club, where you can adjust these 3 screws. They're supposed to be screws that you can adjust to change the trajectory of the ball. Are clearly just sort of cosmetic markings on the clubs, and serve no purpose, and clearly they can't turn them. You can't put a screw on that or a wrench on that, and that doesn't do anything. That should be actually pointing in the same direction as this one, pointing that way, that you could access it from this angle. So that right away proves that this is a counterfeit club. Also, right here in the hosel, there should be a serial number, and there's not. The 3 and 5 wood are somewhat similar, although you can see with the 3 and the 5, they've actually changed the movable point technology so that from the screw that's supposed to be here and also here are actually on the right angle. They're just not screws. So the design between the 2 clubs is apparent, that they're not even made the same. And again, there's no serial number on the hosel of the club. So the driver and the 2 woods clearly are not authentic and not tailor-made. The irons, I guess, are a bit better replication. This is a 7 iron, and what strikes me with this is there should be a serial number according to the TaylorMade website on the hosel right here. That there's not, either the 7 or the 5, and neither of those irons have it. Other than that, the replication of this doesn't look too bad, except when you look, this part right here, this little circle part, it's actually protruding a bit off of the club. It feels like a piece of tin or something. You could almost, if you pushed hard enough, squish it down flush against the club. That should be flush, according to the TaylorMade website, with the club. That should not be sticking out at all. And I don't know if you can see, but some of the workmanship with inside the club there, I can't really get a good angle on it, but up within you can see sort of the welding or whatever of the club is a little bit shabby. But the one thing that does prove that the irons also are not authentic is the TaylorMade marking. I'll just take this out. If we can get a shot of that. Let's see here. How do I do this? Okay, so I changed the focus, and if we look here, we can see that the TaylorMade name and this little circle dot with the T. If we look, here we go over to the driver, and the T, there's no little dot, and that's the way it should be as it's displayed here on the driver, but they didn't keep it consistent on the 7 iron. So that just demonstrates to me that the the irons are not authentic as well. And here's a bit of a close-up of, as I was trying to show before, the inside of the 7 iron, where you can see some of the metal sort of scrapping, you know, where the seam is on the metal. You know, it's not very refined, clearly not up to what the Taylormade standard should be, and you know, another more evidence that this is a counterfeit club.